Hi, I'm Nikki Martin from the Nikki Martin team. I'd like to introduce one of the largest originators in the Commonwealth, and his is Allyson. We're very happy to have Allyson with us today, and every once in a while I'll be having a guest speaker about technology, rates, decorating. But today this is really interesting with everything that's happening with the election. I thought it would be great to have Allyson with us. So tell me a little about Guaranteed Rate. How long have you been doing this?
I started about almost 20 years ago, and I've been with Guaranteed Rate for the past almost 9 years. We've grown Guaranteed Rate to be the largest purchase lender in the state of Massachusetts, and we have been for the past 8 years. I'm proud of the company. I love working for the company and everything that it stands for.
So what do you think about the election? How will this affect our mortgage rates right now?
Typically in an election year, you see rates go down over the year. This year was no different. Since January, we've seen rates continue to slide downward to historic lows that we've never seen in the industry before. Under a President Biden, I expect rates to stay pretty similar to where they are now, at least for the first couple of years. He has said that he wants to spend $640 billion over the next 10 years in housing, so that Americans can have access to more affordable housing, more stable housing. A lot of that would go to a $15,000 first-time homebuyer incentive. I think in an ideal world for mortgage lending, a split government would be the best, as far as having a Democratic president and a Republican-controlled Senate, just because if you do that, it keeps things from kind of going either way in one extreme direction.
So have you seen a change in the past week? What exactly is the 30-year rate right now in the 15?
I haven't. I mean, yesterday I actually expect rates to go up a lot, but they really didn't move much at all. So I think there's a lot of stability. I think there's still a lot of uncertainty. And dealing with a pandemic on top of an election year is something we haven't really ever seen before in our lifetime. So the rates this last week have stayed very stable.
Do you recommend, if somebody's buying a house, would they go for a 30-year or a 15?
I think it's really important to listen to the homeowner and the home buyer and even a borrower, if it's a refinance, on what's the best for them. What's their financial goals? Is it to have cash supply each month where they're not having a huge mortgage payment, or is it to pay off the debt faster and then that situation be aggressive and do a 15-year fixed? Some of them, it's just cash flow, and they want the 30-year, and they're not necessarily too concerned about paying the mortgage off anytime soon because rates are at historic lows, and they want the cash flow. So it really depends on what is more important to the buyer.
So your forecast for 2021?
I think it's going to be a good year. I did post some statistics for you. I came prepared. Fannie Mae predicts in 2021 the 30-year fixed rate will stay around 2.8, which is about where we're at right now. Wells Fargo said 2.89. Freddie Mac's at 3.0. The National Home Builders Association is also at 3.0. National Association of Real Estate Agents is at 3.2. Mortgage Banking Association's at 3.3. So the average is right around 3%. I think the 30-year fixed will stay up for the next year. I think that's an awesome rate, and I think that we're going to probably continue to see some issues with just basic Econ 101 of inventory. How much housing can you bring onto the market in contrast to the massive numbers of people who are out there looking for homes.
I'd like to thank you, Allyson, for joining us today. Our clients enjoy working with Allyson. She gets the deal done, start to finish. She's one of the largest originators in the Commonwealth. You should be calling Allyson today if you want to refinance and get the deal done.
Thanks, Nikki.